Yo, what up guys, bro? Welcome back on the channel to me, Mr. Dog! Anyways, what I was going to say is that we will be doing a tier list video. So as you can see, there's all of the maps. I'm even including the ones that got deleted, of course, because, you know, I'm just that guy, you know. Anyways, yeah. So I just want to say that this will be my opinion. This will not be, you know, these like perfect opinions or something like that. I'm not a robot, alright? This is actually just an honest decision, or what I will be picking, you know. So these are all the tiers that I made. So I will be doing the best map ever, fire, the alright it needs fixes, or delete it or remake it. Alright, so let's get into it. So airport. Honestly, airport I feel like is a really good map. It's a fair map. It's good for the beasts, it can be good for the survivors. It's literally just like anyone's game, you know? Like, it can be either the beast could win or the survivor could win. It really matters like how good you are of a player. So honestly, I'll put the airport in best map ever. It's honestly just a really good map. So yeah. Alright, facility. Facility is just literally just an OG map. It's good. There's not really too much to say about it. It's a good map. It can be a fair one, but I feel like the window climb can be a little bit too OP for the beast, of course. But then also the conference room where that computer is always near that freaking vent, and that survivor could literally just vent abuse you. So I'll just put the facility on fire because I don't really like the theater either. You could also literally get trapped on the theater, if you guys know what I mean. Alright, the library. So the library, it's honestly a good map. I just feel like they added a little bit too much details on it, because I think when they first made the library, when it first came out, I honestly thought it was a good map. Like, it was good, it's simple, but after when they made a little bit of a remade version, if I should say, I feel like they added a little bit too much details on it. I think it was just a little too much like stuff that was going on. There's too much like drama that like it can be like crammed everywhere, you know. I'll put the library in the alright needs fixes. The abandoned prison, that's the new version. I just did not like that remake version just because I do not like the details they put it on it. I feel like it's just too big of a map now. Like, you put in too much details, they put in too much details, it's just too much stuff. It's just like the library, like, they just added too much details to it, you know? Like, some of the rooms are just there because they're just there. It's not even like a room, it's just a room, if you know what I mean. I'm putting this in the alright needs fixes. Now, the OG abandoned prison, I would say that was like I would say that was a good map. It was a really good map, but the only thing I did not like about it was the vents in that map. Like, when you're literally the beast, the freaking survivors could literally vent abuse you, like, literally all the time. Like, especially, like, if you have 5 players, one could literally just distract you the whole entire freaking game, while others are literally just hacking their computers, minding their own businesses. But either way, I still like it better than the new abandoned prison, just because just because. No, I'm kidding. No. I just liked it better than the new one because it was just nice and simple, you know? Like it's too much details they added to the new one. So I will put this in the fire. Homestead, I would say, is a really good map. It can be either the survivors or the beast. I would say the beast would probably, it would have the beast side, just because I feel like if you're just getting trapped outside sometimes, there's no way you can go. The beast can just use runner and then boom, you get hit, you know? But still, it's a really good map. It's a fair map. I would say it's just a good map. Like, it's just a really good map. Except the barn can be a little bit, it can be a little, you know, it can be a little trolly when you're the survivor. And it can be fun if you're the survivor, but if you're just the beast, it can be literally just your worst nightmare. So I would just put this on the fire. Alright, Forgotten Facility by Kamart_Corp. So this map was added because apparently they got rid of the abandoned facility, I'm pretty sure. But really, I don't really get why they deleted it. Well, maybe because they had that statue there. I did like how they added that statue in the Forgotten Facility where the abandoned facility had it. But I thought it was just an all-around okay map. I mean, I would say it's literally basically a brother to the abandoned facility. I'll put the forgotten one on the fire. Well, actually, no. I'll put it on the fire. Fire, yeah, it's fire. Alright, the abandoned facility remake version. The abandoned facility remake version is honestly not too bad of a map, but I would also say it was on the survivor side because I feel like it was a little too much. It was like a little too much bushes, you know, where you could literally just hide in, and the beast wouldn't even know a single thing. And it was also just a pretty big map. It was a good map, but I still think it was on the survivor side. It wasn't too fair. There's nothing really too much about it because I kind of forgot about the map, so yeah. So anyways, I'll put this in the alright, it needs fixes. Alright. The OG abandoned facility. That honestly is a good map. And I liked how they made the blue fog in it. So I thought it was a good map. But back when I was like younger, I would just hate it just because the lag would be just crazy. Like, if you played this game for like 5 years ago, like maybe since 2020 or something like that, you'll know what I mean. Like, I swear, it used to be so laggy, but now it's not. So, the update, I'll put this in the fire version. I'll put it on the fire. It's a good map. Like, you can't go wrong with it. Alright, the Sanctuary Zoo. Honestly, this map literally just reminds me of Homestead just because of the outer space of the map. I think what it's called. So, honestly, this is a good map. It can go either way. The Beast or Survivors can go either side. One of those two teams could win. There's nothing really too wrong about the Sanctuary Zoo. I think it can just go either way. I think this map can literally be the best map ever. It's honestly a good map. Alright, nuclear power plant. Alright. This map is a good map, but I just think the survivors, I think they gave it a little bit too much for the survivor side. I think it's just a little bit too much of a big map. I think the survivors have an advantage just because how big the map is and how much rooms there are and how much doors and windows there are. I just think that. So, honestly, just instead of that, it's honestly just a good map. I like the details of it. They might have added a little bit too much details, but it's still a good map. Like, you can't go wrong with the nuclear power plant. That leading, I will put this in the alright needs fixes. Alright, the arcade. Let's see here. Alright, so the arcade, honestly, is a good map. But I feel like there's just not too much doors, not too much vents. I feel like it's a little bit in the B side because it's a little bit too spaced out. I feel like a little bit too spaced out. I feel like there's just barely any doors. There's big hallways, and I don't know. I just think it's just a big spaced map. But honestly, I still think it's a good map. Just because of I really like the blue, the detail, and the texture they made on the map. So, that leading, I will put this on the fire. It's a good map. Alright, the Arctic Station. Honestly, Arctic Station is actually a good map. I think it can go either way. There's probably a lot of big space when you go outside, but when you go on the inside, there's survivor stuff where you can troll the beast and you can get away with, you know? There's a lot of doors. I guess there could be some vents. I mean, either way, it's a good map. Like, I really don't get what's wrong with it. That leading, I will put this in the best map ever. It's a good map. Alright, the back rooms. Now, the thing is, I don't get why they deleted it. I don't get why a lot of people, like, hated it. But, yeah, I do get people how it doesn't have too much, like, windows or vents, or maybe not even doors. It's literally just a humongous hallway or something, or a room. That leading, I will put it on alright needs fixes. Okay, the spaceship. The spaceship is honestly a good map. I really like the detail they added on the space themed. It's really good, but I still think it's, again, it's on the survivor side. It's too big for the beast. It can be a little bit spaced out at some points, but I still think it can be a little bit on the survivor side just because of how big the map is and how spaced the computers are. But it's still not too bad of a map. Other than that, it's still a really good map, so I will put this on the alright needs fixes. Alright, the laboratory complex. Now, this map was deleted though, so again, it's similar to the spaceship where it's a little too big for the beast. I feel like they should have made it a little bit smaller because it had 2 floors and sometimes you don't even know where you're going. It's a pretty dark map. But I just want to say I think the survivors would usually win if it's on laboratory. It wouldn't be too fair for the beast. So I would put this on the alright needs fixes. Okay, the school. I would say when the school was first made, like right when it came out, I guess you could say, it was a good map. It's a good map. It's a really good map. But after they made like an update on it, I just didn't really like it too much just because of how big they made it and how like a little bit confusing it can be. So if it was still the old version, I would honestly put it on the fire or maybe even on the best map ever. But ever since they added that new update or something, there's all those details, I feel like it just shouldn't. I feel like they should just. I feel like it's just too confusing, you know. So I'm probably gonna put this in like maybe the all right needs fixes. There's a lot of all right needs fixes maps. Holy crap! All right, the sewer treatment plant. Honestly, this map was like the most map I did not like, just because I feel like they made it a little bit too big, and I just feel like it didn't make any sense because there was just like random doors everywhere, and then like there's like a computer here or something. Like there was just like random stuff everywhere, and it was like not too fair for the beast too. It's alright, but like I just think it just needed more details of the sewer. Like they should have added doors for like the little tubes in the sewer or something like that. But they just added like regular doors or something. They even added like bushes or something. Like I don't really get what the point. I don't really get the point of that. So honestly, I would probably put this and then delete it or remake it. And that's it. That's all the maps. That is all the maps for today. But just keep in mind, these are in my opinion, so don't hate me for maybe making your favorite map into like the delete it or make it or something like that. Or alright needs fixes. Don't be mad at me. It's just my opinion. I still like all of these maps, but like some of them just need to have some minor fixes or maybe even major fixes. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Make sure you subscribe, smash that like button for more videos, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.